Hey up guys, VXWK, round 1 highlights for the MCEC. I forgot to record right at the start, so the start's going to be a bit abrupt, but I start in 7th place with Futuro and 40 ahead of me, who are my two main rivals, so yeah, let's get straight into it. So, off the start I got straight past Futuro and straight past 40. There was a bit of a mix-up at the start because the guy who's doing the grid didn't even have a mic, so that was great. So yeah, just coming down the inside of Alucard, I think I'll brake late, and that manages to get me around 2 people as well, so 7th to 3rd in the first, from the start to the first corner. So yeah, there's quite a bit of expectation on me this season to go on and, you know, win the championship, which hasn't been something that I've had before, because I've always been in classes, you know, with Craig or Ryan, and they're obviously going to beat me all the time, so this time there's a bit of an expectation for me to go on and win it, so I don't really mind that. I get a good run out of this corner here and get past Berto, so that's, you know, 7th to 2nd within the first few corners of the track, so yeah, really happy. So this is coming round at the start of the first lap and a choke, which lets Berto back past me, and Futuro has a little look here, but he backs out because there's no way that's going to happen. And you might have seen there, it just caused him to clip the barrier, which has let 40 past, and 40's going to have a go on me now, just down the inside here. But that doesn't come off for him. This is me. This is one of the most controversial moments in my race, because I'm coming round trying to get into 2nd place after choking, and at the time you just don't really think what's happened, so I come around this corner here, clip Berto, and that puts me in the barrier, but that's completely my fault. But at the time, down the mic, I'm just saying, oh, you know, Berto's hit me, and all this, absolutely wrong for me to say that, so I'm glad he didn't wait, because he actually could hear me say that as well. This is me getting the highway entrance wrong, so that choke before put me down into 2nd to last place, with only Drubert behind me, and now I've choked to this. Drubert's got the better run, and that's put me down right into last place. It says 27th, but that's the only guy behind me is the cameraman and race organiser. We come around this corner here, Drubert hits the cactus because he doesn't know what he's doing. So we've got Alucard here in the green and Massacre Mace in the white, and they have a bit of coming together here, they're battling. So I do back off here, but not enough, and I scoop Alucard up, so I stop and Drubert scoops me up. And Mace went off the bridge, so a lot of drama going on there. I let Alucard back past, and Drubert could have come past me, but obviously he didn't because he scooped me up, so he's waiting for me. So we come down this corner, we break in way earlier than we should be, but Alucard gets it wrong there, and he kind of corrects his line straight in front of me, so I'm like in 2 minds, but I think now I'm going to pull over and wait, but then he says carry on, so that's what I'll do. Going round here, and this is Drubert in front. I managed to pass Drubert along here, and that's for 6th place. But yeah, not going very well so far, seeing as people are expecting me to be up the top. I come around this corner here and I just see Berto just respawn, so that's me into 5th, sorry. Now this is a few laps later, this is John T in front of me who's in 4th place. And I get a really good run out of this corner. Try and go for a little move, but that's never going to happen. There's no room for it to really happen round here. So we're just coming onto the main straight now. I think I've got to get a good exit from this, but get it out on the dirt, and that slows me down. This is the first time that GT1s have come round, and I'm trying not to choke, so of course I choke. And Shaggy, I almost send him off, which would have been not good. So this is coming round now, this is a few laps later. If you look at the map, just going around the first corner, Jonty's the one in front of me, and then you just see someone hit the first corner barrier there. And that's I'm Awesome, so he was in 3rd, Jonty's in 4th, I'm in 5th. So Now they're battling, which is slowing them down. So that's what I wanted to happen, so obviously I've caught up here, because them two have been battling, and so I've caught up now, and Jonty just brakes there, and you don't need to brake for that corner in this car, so I've got a good run on him and go down the inside of this corner, which is one of the most hard corners to do on the track because you're bouncing over the tracks and you've got a straightaway brake. So again, this is the very next lap I think I'll try and pass him like I did Jonty, but I'm just a bit too far back, so I'll pull out. Just the same that was the same situation that me and Futura had early on when he tried to pass me but backed out of it. This is coming around now, and I'm awesome. It doesn't look like he hits that barrier on my screen, but he must have done because he pinged right out. So that's put me up into third. So if you look at the timing now, there's just Futura 12 seconds up, 48 seconds up, and after that choke, I'm awesome's 4.5 behind. If you look at this checkpoint here, I go from 21st to 20th, and I'm a bit confused, but that's because Sean Hill decided to pull over and quit from GT1. So that there, 40, so he was like 10 seconds up, and I've just gone past him. So he had a massive choke, and you can look at that from his perspective. So this is me defending from 40 now, because I just passed him, I'm up into second, but Bruffy's coming through in GT2. We're a bit side by side, but Bruffy coming through kind of cost 40 time, and Bruffy didn't really get the move done on me there, so this is coming round same lap, and Bruffy's passed us, but you see here he's somehow missed a checkpoint and turns back round, so Bruffy's back behind us. So this is kind of the similar situation, but it happened differently this time. I'm a past 40 without causing him any time, but he's kind of cost me time here. I'm having to brake and take a really tight line, so now 40's got the run on me and gets past, and also Bruffy, because he choked before, he's also going to get past as well right there. This is coming round now, I think it's the next lap. Morocco chokes and goes behind, and that allows my teammate Evil past from Team Nutsaki. It's me, Evil and Ryan in my team. So I think Imer's a bit annoyed that he's lost that place, so he kind of gets a bit aggressive passing 40 here. He goes right around the outside here, causes 40 to have to brake a lot harder, so I get past now, so I'll do me. You can just see G in it up there, he's lapped me twice now. GT1 have gone through twice. I tried to take too much speed through here and just choke it, and that allows 40 straight past me, and then I'm awesome right behind as well, so I have to defend coming up into this next corner. So coming through now, this corner's quite difficult. You've got the bush on the inside and the van on the outside. I managed to go through and hit both of them, so that allows I'm awesome to kind of get around the outside of me, but we're side by side here, so I've lost second to 40, and now I'm about to lose third to I'm awesome, which I really don't want to happen. I want, in my head I was thinking, top 3 at least. So he just gets on the dirt at the left there, which slows him down the tiniest bit, so that allows me to get through on the inside there. As we come round now onto lap 19 of 24. Obviously I don't want to choke from now on, so I do choke, and allows I'm awesome back in front of me. So at this point I was really thinking, I don't want to lose third. So I was getting a bit nervous and I choked it. So we're kind of having a good battle now. He brakes as well, like I said before, you don't need to brake for that corner, so I get it done exactly the same as I did with Jonty in the start of the race. So now we're coming up to this corner, and you've got Craig on the left from GT1. We break down here, I'm awesome goes for a move. And half gets it done. So we're side by side again. It's a good battle for third. I had a good battle for second with 40, which you can look at on his channel. It was obviously better from his perspective because he was the car behind. So Shaggy's finished now, so it's getting towards the end of the race. GT1 have finished. I think they lapped us twice, and GT2 lapped us about 1.5 times. So not a bad race all in all. Like I've got a decent gap to I'm Awesome. Obviously, if I choke, he's going to be past me, but at this point, when you've done so many laps, you kind of start to get quite a lot more consistent. And I actually I set my fastest lap out of all the laps I've done. I did quite a few laps of practice, but I did set my best lap ever sometime in this race with a 4:03.5, which was quite good. It was a couple of tenths off for Churro and about half a second off of 40. If 40 didn't have that massive choke, he could have won the race, but he did, and finished just behind for Churro. So my teammate Ned Ryan in GT1 had finished third. I'm looking to finish third as well, and then Evil Tunic, our GT2 teammate, finished 5th or 6th. So Smithy finished 6th there, which was kind of a bad result for him. I think he was, he'd want to push for more, but did set the fastest lap in GT1, but I don't think the consistency was there for him. So if I'd have just managed to keep second like I did, like from early on when I got into second place and there was just I'm Awesome in front of me, if I'd have just set consistent 4:03, 4:04s, I could have gone on to win the race. But as it is, I didn't. So Mike there finishes in first for GT2, and he's on the same team as Shaggy, so they've had 2 first place finishes, which is really good for them. You've got Tom Tad, who finished in second. I think a lot of people were not really aware of how good Mike was, because he doesn't really race with Nodo too much. But at the start of the season I was saying, you've got to think of Mike, he can easily win GT2. But I think a lot of people are unsure. So Shred and Bruffy finished there. Bruffy had a disappointing race as well after missing that checkpoint that you saw earlier on. He could have finished a couple of places ahead if that had not happened. If you look at the map, like I'm Awesome still right behind me, so if I do choke and hit a barrier at this point I could lose third, but Evil Tunic, my teammate, has finished there, which set the timer going, so there's only 15 seconds left now. So it's quite a dramatic race. I've been everywhere, except for first place. I've been every single position except for first, which nearly happened, but no, I choked and hit Berto. So yeah, that's the end of the race. Third place for me, which kind of was quite happy about. If I can finish top 3 in every single race, that's my aim, to finish top 3, because 40 and Futuro are both pretty good. I mean, for 40 especially, like, I was surprised when I saw the order and saw that he had, been put into GT3. It's really quick, is 40. So all in all, I'm kind of happy with third place. My fastest lap, just half a second off 40 and a couple of tenths off Futuro. So yeah, thanks for watching. I mean, you can watch that battle that me and 40 had over on his channel. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next round.